So, my friend showed me this old Reddit thread. And in light of the AP tests recently, I figured we'd take a look at some lighthearted, funny things about people who've seen some pretty ridiculous things on the AP test. So, apparently, my dad used to grade AP government tests. The week of the exams in my class, he would show us some of the funnier responses to make us feel better and more confident. It had been many years, but my favorite response he saw was, "Politics originates from Latin, poly meaning many and ticks being bloodsuckers." Oh god. Um, my AP World teacher grades and once told me that a student just turned in a paper and says, "I never learned this, just fail me for his DB." Yeah, that's basically the equivalent of what I did for my mechanics FRQ. That's fine. Not an AV grader, but stop. It's literally what the title of the thread says. Are you okay? Skipping that. Not a grader? Okay. I taught English in Thailand for an advanced immersion school. Plagiarism was rampant. One kid turned in an essay on sea slugs that changed mid-paragraph to the Wikipedia entry for the British Surface air missile. Not the animal. I just died laughing. It's pretty good. Halfway through, you're just reading about slugs, and then boom, you're getting shot with the tomahawk missile. Wonderful. Not a grader, but I had a friend who was running out of time on the AP Physics C, so for the last question, he wrote, "Oh God, why?" in big letters across the page. Still got a 5. Nice. Yeah, the curve is a bit insane for AP Physics. It's actually insane. I was an A push around 10 years ago at the time, not sure if this is still the case or not. You would admit anything from your essay portion by striking one line through it. Well, around this time, the movie 300 came out. There was sort of this national joke movement to write this Sparta in all caps somewhere in your essay and then put a line through it. After the summary, asked our teacher, who was also a grader, if he came across any of these. He said it was so prevalent that on the last day of grading, whenever someone came across one, they'd stand up in the middle of the quiet grading. Oh, and shut up. This is Sparta. Sitting back down and continuing to grade if nothing happened. Uh. Oh, God, there's so many. That. Uh, I was taking AP environmental science test, and the answer was something about what happens when a large tree dies in forest ecosystem. My essay started like this: if a tree dies in the forest and no one is around to hear the sound, it makes as big of an impact on the ecosystem as it does the ground. That is a nice essay prompt. I agree with this person, or like a nice essay starter. It sounds nice, actually. Not an AP grader, but a kid writing about an old trial in which a group of young black, oh god, are accused of inappropriately touching 2 women. One of these boys was sentenced to 99 years in prison for inappropriate touching. However, what one student wrote was he was sentenced. Oh no. Eat too. God damn it. Okay. No. Bad. wasn't for the AP, but for the British Columbia Grade 12 English Provincial Exam. Close enough. There was one exam provided to us as students that scored a 1 out of 6, essentially a complete fail. And bless this person's art, because English clearly wasn't the first language, but the one line that stood out was, "When truth and lies fight, truth is always win in the end." Truth. What? I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on, but the teacher is a MILF, so it's worth it. Ooh, crossword puzzle. That's hype. I don't get why everyone's linking the to an AP World Grader and never see an AP Chem exam. Oh, chemistry. I don't miss crossword puzzle chemistry. A pushed me off. My A push teacher grades. Aside from one word mix up like Jimi Hendrix flaws. Shit, kiddo with a DBQ0. I know nothing about the topic being tested on, so I'm just gonna tell you about Jesus for the next 2 pages. Oh, there was also a kid who wrote a necrope note, which was way less funny. They had to use the little info in the back of the book to track them and their district down. A few districts out there mandate and subsidize a push, so you get all kinds of strange and horrifying nonsensical answers. Jesus Christ. That is insane, actually. How much time I got? I've been recording for 7 minutes. I can do a couple more. I was taking the AP Physics exam. I didn't know at all about one of the problems. Understand? Been there. 2 years of taking physics. Fucking been there. It said to explain your thinking, though, and to use diagrams to help in your explanation. I could work with that. I explained all I could about the neurological process of thinking. I drew a diagram of the brain as a whole and of an individual neuron to help. I filled the page. Got a 4. Yeah, physics is fucking curved the Himalayas. Let's just scroll a little bit and find something. I hate the way Reddit's formatted. Well, I'm not. Why? Of course, every time I stop. Well, I'm not an AP grader, but I scored a 5 by regurgitating some random shit about the First Nations people that I heard on Reddit the day before. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it's true. I graded for AP Human Geography. They were supposed to describe primary sector work, which is primary work getting resources from the land. These jobs are often done by hand, and I slightly looked ahead. In developing countries. He referred to them as hand jobs. Yeah. I love it when third world countries give me hand jobs. What am I even talking about? It is 11 p.m. I'm sitting in my room with my shirt off talking about AP tests for content because I want to get in the algorithm. By the way, YouTube, AP Test 2020, College Board, AP Physics, AP Calc. Yep, that's one of them. All right, thank you. This has been your YouTube put me in the algorithm audio message. Thank you. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. The college has accepted to. Okay, not that one. It's not. Not a grader, but I have a few stories about the AP Physics E&M exam from 2005. I took the exam, realized about 5 minutes into the exam I had no idea what I was reading or apparently anything about E&M. So look a couple of can't stop yawning when I'm recording. So I left my non-multiple choice questions blank, put my head down for 40 minutes. My friend had mentally checked out that school year, did zero studying for the exam, and drew 3 different variations of the Superman logo for short answer problems. Wonderful. My current AP Physics teacher graded last year. She says she had one test that was filled to the brim with glitter. Another where someone stapled $5 to their test to try to bribe them. Bro, $5 is not enough. If you're taking this bribing thing seriously, you know, get it going. I took English reading comprehension 2 years ago. One of the essay prompts was to analyze Margaret Thatcher's eulogy of Ronald Reagan and find rhetorical devices. At this point, I was spent. I had already taken another AP test that day. I noticed how Reagan called the Soviet Union an evil empire. I proceeded to write that Thatcher was trying to relate the common people through Star Wars, and that the Soviet Union was the Empire, Gorbachev Darth Vader, and Brezhnev Palpatine. I received a 3 on the exam. I feel like some College Board people have just an immaculate sense of humor and just don't care. Anyways, that's about 40 minutes of loose rambling content. If anyone, I mean anyone manages to stick around this far, thank you, and goodbye.